Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Faratul Amira binti Abdullah, metric number 2210995. So today I will explain about pessimism and self-medicate. Pessimism is defined by the American Psychological Association as the attitude that things will go wrong and that people's wishes or aims are unlikely to be fulfilled. A person with a pessimistic personality tends toward a more negative. Pessimists usually expect negative outcomes and are suspicious when things seem to be going well. Optimists expect good things to happen and look for the silver lining when life doesn't go their way. How can you know that you have the pessimist sign? For example, the first one is you feel surprised when things actually work out. The second one is you don't go after what you want because you think you will probably fail. Next is you always focus on what you can go wrong in a situation. Okay, next I will explain about the self-medicating. In these times of great anxiety and distress, many of us are turning to substances to try to change the way that we feel. The term self-medicating refers to attempts to deal with depression, pain, physical or emotional, or intense emotions with the help of drugs, alcohol, and other substances, and without the guidance of a doctor. When you use alcohol or drugs in this way to manage symptoms of a mental health issue, is known as self-medicating. You may be aware that you have a mental health problem but don't know any healthier ways to cope, or your condition could be undiagnosed and you simply use alcohol or drugs to cope with a specific symptom or situation. During the pandemic and resultant economic difficulties, for example, many of us started self-medicating stress, worry, and depression as our life changed so much. Why people self-medicate? We all feel down, worry, and out of balance from time to time in response to life struggle and setbacks. But when feelings of hopelessness, fear, anger, sadness, or overwhelming stress start to interfere with how you function in daily life, it can be a sign that you need help for an underlying condition. Instead of seeking treatment, it can be tempting to try to cope on your own in the simplest way possibly, by reaching for a drink or popping a pill. Some risk factors for self-medication include depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, other mental illness, childhood trauma, intense emotional experience, physical and emotional abuse. Sign of self-medicate is the first one is staying away from family, friends, social events, and other activities. Next is a sudden change in hobbies or who one spend time with secrecy about how one spend time. Next is neglecting physical care such as showering or eating. Next, having difficulties in work, school, or other areas. The last one is the new or unusual financial problem because of the cost of alcohol and drugs.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuna Joanna Tasha binti Muhammad Rizal 2210992. Today I'm going to talk about bullying. What is bullying? Bullying is aggressive behavior toward another person. It is used to harm the person and is repeated over time. It is when a person or group attacks someone weaker or who cannot defend themselves. Bullying can take many forms such as physically. In physical ways, we can call it hitting, punching, kicking, spitting, or pushing. In verbal ways is such as yelling, teasing, or calling names. And indirect ways is spreading rumors or excluding others. And the lastly is cyberbullying, spreading hurtful messages by email and on the internet. In SWOT analysis, strength is the bully can have a lot of strength, even thought good, but he used it wrong, like firstly, physically strength, secondly, mentally strength, because if he have external problems, that is the most commonly the bully can hide the affection of the problems. Thirdly, they can be intelligent on thinking how to disturb the other person. They also can be creative for the same reason on thinking ways to disturb.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Aimee Shazina binti Cik Suhaimi, 2210949. For my part, I want to discuss the weaknesses of depression as a result of bullying. Depression is not just a weakness, but it's a pain that is going through for people who are often stressed or forced. First, who suffer from depression, it can have a huge impact on their work, social life, personal relationship, and even their willingness to seek treatment. This struggle can be amplified and influenced by the way you and the people around them view their mental illness. Second of weaknesses, who suffer from depression may think they are unable to recover, are responsible for their own condition, and are not eligible for proper health care. This can lead to a kind of why-try thinking. They may begin to believe that if they can't recover and can't live a normal life, why would they try to find and participate any mental health care? Last but not least, they are resilient because of weakness of a bully is directly related to his backup. They will only attack weak people who cannot defend themselves. If they are alone, few pick on victims. That is why so many loners are ripped to be victims. Okay, that's all from me, the weaknesses of depression as a result of bullying. Bye.
SWOT analysis opportunity in dealing with a bully. Firstly, walk away. Try to walk toward other people, such as toward a teacher or someone else who will not put up with bullying. Secondly, tell someone so the bully will stop. It is important to report bullying right away so that someone in authority can put a stop to it. By telling someone that you are being bullied, you will be standing up for yourself and showing the bullies that you will not put up with their abuse. Okay, thirdly, ask the bully to stop. If you feel safe doing if you don't feel physically threatened, using direct, assertive communication and body language is a good way to address a bully. If a bully continues to harass you even after you have walked away, calmly let them know that you will not put up with their behavior. Turn and face the bully and tell them to stop. Not only that, we should make sure you aren't participating in bullying behavior at school. You should protecting yourself from cyberbullying, and lastly, asking for help.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amirahani binti Ahmad Syukur, 2210988. For my part, I will be talking about traits of bullying. Even though there is evidence that bullying increases the risk of suicide, bullying alone does not cause suicide. Depression is one of the main reasons why kids who are bullied die by suicide. For example, when someone feels unsupported by family or friends, it can make the situation much worse for the victim. Kids who are bullied can experience negative physical, social, emotional, academic, and mental health issues. Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience health complaints, decreased academic achievement, for example GPA, and standardized test scores, which is they are more likely to miss, skip, or drop out of school. Lastly, depression and anxiety, increased feelings of sadness and loneliness, changes in sleep and eating patterns, and loss of interest in activities they used to enjoy. These issues may persist into adulthood.